Yo, what up, everybody? What up, what up, what up? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing, everybody? Listen, I want to, listen. Shout out Lewis for the raid, man. WW, thank you for the raid, bro. Thank you, thank you. Shout out everybody in here right now. You know what I'm saying? Big up, big up. Listen, if you haven't liked and sub, like and sub up. Yo, Pierre, what's good, bro? Ryan, what's good? Copalmer, what's up, man? Yo, Morning Zombie, big up, bro. Big up, big up, big up. Big up everybody in here, man. Listen, if you haven't subbed up, sub to the channel. Yeah, like and sub if you're new. Like and sub if you're new. I bet. Let me just get, well, the main news right on screen. So let's get the main news on screen. Let's run it. Yes, sir. You already know. You already know, bro. All right, bro. Let's get the main news on screen, man. Cause there is a lot to talk about, man. There's a lot to talk about. Cause we got this. Yeah, sub and like, people, sub and like, man. All right, so this is the news that we got. This is the news that we got, bro. From FAB, right? I think we've all been waiting, as you can see from the thumbnail of the stream. You feel me? Yo, big up Natalie Haywood, man. Big up. So the reason why we're all waiting, we're all anxious. You feel me? We all are at the edge of our seats. We're all waiting. You know what I'm saying? Is Hato. You feel me? And obviously, the other Dutch bro, Xavi Simons. Now, here's the thing. Here's the issue. I think we were all led to believe that this would be done a couple days ago, if not weeks ago. You feel me? We probably thought this would be done a while ago. It's looking like it's dragging out, right? So we got this 22 hours ago from FAB. Understand, Jorrel Hato deal now very close to Chelsea. Here we go, coming soon, right? So I agree with you, Morning Zombie. I agree with you. So the Hato one, right? Very close, etc., etc. It's looking good. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for the green light to travel and go inside with Chelsea as soon as possible. Obviously, we know that this will be done sooner rather than later. It seems like the Hato one is set to go through, but we got a little spanner in the works. You feel me? This is a little spanner in the works that we got. That Ajax are in a dilemma. Chelsea does not offer above 35.4 million pounds for Hato, which Ajax do not want to accept. But which other club can Ajax guarantee bid this amount later on? You know what I'm saying? Blue hair, we're going to get it done, Marco. We're going to get it done. I'm doing it on stream. Where I have to deal just the Simmons one. And so we're getting to that. Yeah. So for me, the Hato one, bro, I think that this is also, Maresca has not said that he wanted Garnacho. I don't know where you're hearing that. Every single report that we've gotten from ITKs says that Win Stanley is a sporting director that wants Garnacho. So I don't know why we're doing Maresca out after he won the Club World Cup, but bet. Yo, EE, big up, man. So I think that it's only a matter of time. I think we're arguing over a couple M's, bro. Like I sincerely think we're arguing over a couple M's. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's anything that crazy. I think this should be done sooner rather than later. So I'm not too worried about this, bro. I'm not too worried about this. But one thing I can say is Chelsea ain't paying more than 30, so it's probably not happening. No, I mean, no, it's fine. We offered, we're not offering above 35.4, right? We're not offering above that, but we're willing to meet somewhere around that. So I think they're going to end up being more balanced. You feel me? Yo, Clinton, big up, bro. Should get it done. But I think it should be fine. I think if we have the feeling, right, that the player fully wants to buy in, the player doesn't want any other team, why should we be Darko? Yeah, but you know that Darko is one of the worst ITKs. Darko has had one of the nastiest agendas. On Maresca from the beginning, bro. You can't buy that. Also, Jojo, big up, man. I hope you're doing all right. Yeah, it is hot as hell over here on the East Coast. It is very hot, bro. But no. You can't be listening to Darko, bro. Everything is said that it's Win Stanley. But regardless, we got Hato. It's looking like it's gonna get done. I really do believe, by the way, I don't think that this is gonna go to the last couple seconds. I don't think this is gonna do anything crazy. exactly. We shouldn't pay over the odds. And if we have the feeling that just leaving the offer on the table, right, letting Ajax sit on it, they're gonna be willing to accept, then that's fine. I don't think we need to do anything crazy. I don't think we need to do anything more, you know. And I'm not too worried about that. I'm really not. I think Hato gets done sooner rather than later, to be honest. Ajax are worried, right, that we might walk away while other clubs is gonna come in. Not only that, we have full player buying, people. We have full player buying. If we have full player buying, it's nothing. It's just a waiting game, bro. It's just a waiting game. We don't gotta, you know, we don't gotta do anything crazy. We don't gotta do anything more. It's just a waiting game. You feel me? And let me see if I could bring up. Let's see if I can bring up. Yo, Adam, what's good, bro? What is good, my guy? All right, let me see if I could get. Cause Fab, here it is. Look, Fabrizio, as we all know, look at this. Fabrizio has pinned it, bro. He's pinned it. He pinned it to the top. I really do think this is imminent. I think the Hato one is on the way, bro. I think we're close to it. Both players' priority is Chelsea, nothing else. So it's a matter of time. And that's my point, bro. And that's my point. The heat is crazy. It's crazy. There you go. Again, Cole, you got to understand that from all the reports, it is not Xavi Simons or Garnacho. It is both. We will speak on it, though. We will speak on it, though. I wouldn't worry about that deal at all. And yeah, I had that up here. I had that up here like it was said right here. Chelsea closing in on deal to sign Jorrel Hato from Ajax. Agreement between CFC Ajax yet to be reached, but getting near. Compromise expected in the coming days on price above 40 million euros, right? Which is around the 35, a bit less than the 35 million pounds, right? That they're saying Ajax wants. But again, Ajax started at around what? It was like they were asking price was like 50 million, right? They wanted 50 million euro, and they kept going down. Why? Because when the player wants to come to the club can only do so much to keep him there. So I was saying we got the FAB pin and we got the Ornstein dagger. It'll be soon, bro. It'll be soon. And this is where I'm going to get on to exactly what Clicks is saying, right? We need to check on it. And Cuckoo must leave because the club wants to make space for Xavi Simons, right? So I do think that the Xavi Simons one is probably going to take a bit longer. And it seems like from what has been said, right? It seems like from what has been said, this is what's going to happen, by the way, Cole. So we need to understand. First, go for Xavi Simons, right? Then consider Garnacho as an opportunity in the month of August. You feel me? We're going to wait this is going to go all the way to the end. All the way to the end. We want United absolutely desperate so we can get him for dirt cheap. That's really what it is. That's really what it is. So I don't think we got to make this a bigger thing than it needs to be. I'm going to be quite honest with you guys. We don't need to make this a bigger thing than it needs to be. That's the only problem. Yeah, that's the only problem. So right now, from what has been said, right? There you go. Although there seems to be a brief outline of personal terms on Simons, nothing has been reported yet saying they are fully agreed. You know it would be straight out of Germany, right? Leipzig has made their demands of 60 million pounds clear, and there's been no suggestion that Chelsea wants to pay that price. You feel me? So again, this is Pie's fear mongering. I don't think we need to listen to this right now at this moment in time. The meaning Cuckoo needs to leave first. It doesn't. Yo, C-Nike, big up, bro. We'll swap deal Cuckoo for Xavi Simons, but that doesn't Cuckoo want to go back to RB. I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's what I think is going to end up being. I think we're going to bring in Xavi Simons and then look to get rid of Nkuku. In the fact Xavi Ornstein said it. That's fine if you want to trust them. But if you don't want to trust Fab, then the Fab is the tap and merchant. You feel me? So if Fab says something, then it's pretty certain. Yo, David, big up, man. I've been good. It's been hot on the East Coast, but we living. Want to get a goalkeeper? I think that the goalkeeper situation might go to the end of the window. I don't think that we're in desperate need of a goalkeeper, unfortunately for us, but it is what it is, man. Everybody like and subscribe to, like and subscribe if you haven't. I would greatly appreciate that, everybody. I would greatly appreciate that. Luis Malagon, give it up, brother. Give it up. Give it up. 128 people and only 32 likes. Come on, man. We got to get up to 50. At least half of the people, bro. Likes are absolutely free. Likes cost you guys nothing, by the way. Completely free, and it gets the stream out to more people. So we got more conversation in the chat. But listen, I want to read the chat. What are you guys saying about Xavi Simons, right? Because everything that I see, Jorrel Hato, here we go, coming soon, right? Chelsea have almost agreed transfer fee, right? So I think that the Hato stuff is pretty much in the bag. It's just a matter of time. I think that the Xavi Simons one, though, looks to be a bit more complicated. Why? It looks like RB Leipzig, they wanted a player the other way. You feel me? It looks like RB Leipzig might have wanted Carney, right? That was something that we saw reported, right? That Carney Chukwuemeka might have been part of the negotiations, might have been something that they were looking to. So we have to see. Garnacho, goalkeeper, RCB are all end of the window opportunities. That's what I'm saying. So if it's all end of the window opportunities, I'm not necessarily going to crash out one way or the other. I'm going to try to take it calm, and we're going to see what happens. You feel me? We're going to see what happens. But there we go. So we have to see. But with the Xavi Simons one, we really have to wait. So this is I think this is a bit clear on what's going on. There you go. Chelsea closing on deal for Hato. Compromise on fee expected in coming days above the $34.8 million fee. Total confidence from Chelsea to sign both Hato and Simons. Hato deal closed. Talks for Simons ongoing. So again, the Simons deal is going to be a bit more complicated, right? Looks like Leipzig wants somebody in return from us. But I don't know. I'm going to stream RSM salute. Yo, TT, I appreciate it, man. Paez to Strasbourg is after Penders. So it's Penders is done. So now it's Paez. That should get done soon. Hato by Friday and Xavi by the Milan game, in my opinion. That's fine. I do think both of them get done, though. Like, I don't... It seems like we want the player, right? 60 million pounds for Simons seems to be the ongoing fee. I don't think we want to necessarily agree to that outright. Obviously, we're going to try to find a common ground in that case. But I do think that this can happen. Let me know what you guys think in the chat, though. Listen, I'm here to read the chat. Let me know what you guys think. So Xavi Simons would be a good deal. I think for me, Xavi Simons, I think that's a very good signing because it gives us the flexibility, right? We can put a Gittins or a Neto on the left. We can have Xavi Simons or Esteval on the 10, right? Palmer on the right. Neto can also play on the right. I think we're seeing a very fluid front three, right? With Pedro Neto. I think the lap is when we want to play with an out-and-out 9, right? Because, you know, he's going to be that type of player. But I don't mind the profiles. I've said this before. These profiles are great. You know what I'm saying? And this is something also for obviously a lot of the people that are going to be, you know, upset, et cetera, et cetera. Why aren't we doing this? Why aren't we doing this? Let me see if I can find it. Again, people, Morgan Rogers is expected to sign a new deal at Aston Villa. So everybody who wanted Morgan Rogers, you can put the fries in the bag, bro. Yeah, if Carney was willing to go to Leipzig, this deal would be done already, by the way. It 100% would be done. I think they want to do both at the same time. This is what I was saying, Daniel. This is my, I guess you could say my tinfoil hat theory, right? I do think, yo, Skynet, big up, bro. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I hope you're doing good too, bro. What I will say for me is I said my little tinfoil hat theory, right, is that these brothers, they want to do both. They want to announce both at around the same time, right? Do maybe like a double announcement video. But I think the Xavi Simons one is looking a bit more complicated, right? I think with Ajax, right, we have our finger on the scale, right? We have the player completely buying in, right? Ajax look like they need to make money, right? They want to make money. There's some sort of financial situation that we can clearly help them out with, and they're scared that nobody else might come in. You feel me? So we're looking for the double Dutch, bro. We're looking for the Dutch bros, man. To get my reminder Broya, maybe, but I don't know if they would want Broya, man. That's the issue. If Carney wanted to go RB, this would be over. But RB, you know, he wants to go Dortmund. It's hard to sit on Dortmund, man. Yeah, no, listen, Rogers is saying, I was hoping Villa would go for Jackson, help us get Rogers. Yeah, but as soon as Rogers signs that new contract, like it says here on screen, it's a wrap anyway, bro. It's an absolute wrap anyways. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. There's not much to say about that. What I will say, though, the owners on direct contact with Leipzig for the deal. I wouldn't expect that. But do you know why, Adam? They're in direct contact with RB Leipzig, right? Because they do not want this to be the sort of transfer saga where we are going back and forth, you know, like maybe a bit more like the Gittins deal, right? We put in a bid, rejected. Put in a second bid, rejected. We put in the third bid, and then finally we pay what they were asking for and it gets accepted. I don't think that they want to do that. The owners aren't looking for that type of transfer saga. That being the case, you feel me? They want to. No, I think Steval is still on vacation, so he's not gonna be there. But big up, Jabo. Big up. Yeah, like CNAC said, listen, we're on 40 likes. Try to get up to 60. It's completely free. You know, if you're watching on your phone, just, you know, turn it vertical real quick, hit the like button, turn it back horizontal. You know, completely free. So, Carney, you are playing the reserves, no loans. One shot, one kill offered. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. The owners are talking because they want the first bid to be accepted. They don't want to go no back and forth. They don't want to do no huge separate show. They want it to be, we put the bid in, right? The bid is exactly what RB Leipzig want, and we're done. We hit their valuation at the first time of asking. First time of asking. You feel me? So I see from the valuation. Gonna spend the melee. Yep, that's what I'm saying. But I do think that what they're looking for is more so a. I don't think they want to pay 60. I think that's also a bit of the holdup, right? Like Leipzig wants to hold out for the 60, but Chelsea like, bro, we don't want to do 60. You know what I'm saying? I have a feeling Garnacho smokescreen for Malik Fofana. We don't want Jackson to go to Newcastle. Jackson's not. I don't think Jackson's going to Newcastle, especially with the report that I was just shared. It said that. Let me find it real quick. Apologies. Here it is. This was from Craig Hope, right? So tier 1 for Newcastle, Craig Hope. Newcastle, if Newcastle can't get Benjamin Sesko or another big ticket number 9, then they will not sell Alexander Isak, right? So again, I don't think Jackson is a big ticket 9, right? If Sesko's going United, Isak is staying, and in that case, Jackson doesn't go Newcastle. So we have to keep an eye out to see what happens with the market. I'm hoping so, other than selling Sesko before the Xavi deal. But that's a bit of leverage that they can also say, right? I don't think it's necessarily leverage. I just think RB Leipzig aren't necessarily desperate to get Xavi Simons off the books, right? They know that maybe there might be, the Eze deal with Arsenal. If that falls through, Arsenal might move in for Xavi Simons. We have to see. Again, there's no guarantees. This is football, of course, but we have to be careful. We have to be very careful with this. I would rather just try to get this done as soon as possible. I don't want any foolishness to happen. That's just me personally, but it is what it is. Make sure they get his replacement with this one. They have money. Exactly, man. Yo, Brian, big up. No, you're not too late, man. You're not too late. I'm here for the Dutch bros. That's what I'm saying. I'm here for Dutch bros, man. That's why I put it right here. I need these two announced, man. I need the double Dutch immediately. Run me it, man. Run me it. I'd rather West for than Garnacho, but can't wait for you to see Garnacho's goals. Listen, W for the super chat. I appreciate the support, so I'll give you this. You feel me? I'll give you the applause. They big up Marco for the super chat, although we disagree vehemently with the message. Completely disagree with the message, though. I do not like the message, but thank you for the super chat, bro. From what I've heard, apparently they're preparing a bid to get it accepted immediately at Chelsea. No, that's what I'm saying. I think the reason why the owners are on the Xavi Simons deal is because they want it done ASAP, bro. They do not want to mess around. They want to get it done as soon as possible. There you go. See, and I got it. W for the super chat. He gets it, bro. He gets it. I'll leave it on screen, though. Bayern, who can offer more transfer fees and wages, are lurking. Musiala is out for 4 of them. They need a 10. Yeah, but you know what? It is, Demonat? And this is the one thing that we also have. Almost every single report has said that Xavi Simons wants the Premier League. That is his absolute priority, which is why Bayern are in the mud. Because he wants the Prem. He doesn't want to go to Bayern Munich. He wants the Prem. So if that's the case, then I think that's where we also have more leverage, bro. 49 likes, let's get 51. Yo, come on. If we're at 49, 2 of y'all haven't liked. We got 142 people in here. Come on, man. I know y'all can do it. Hit the like, man. The lack of goalkeeper links worries me. I'm going to wait until we get towards more of the end of the window. I think that they might want to see if there's an opportunity in the market, etc., etc. We'll see. Again, I'm not stressed until the window is closed. Because I do think that there's still a potential for us to make late moves depending on outgoings, right? Depending on outgoings. All right, Sam, are you sure Hato x Simons will land to the biggest club in the world? I think Hato, 100%. I think for me, the Xavi Simons one is probably a bit more in doubt because it's more complicated. But I think Hato gets done, bro. There's nobody else in for Hato. Hato has already told them he only wants Chelsea. He hasn't played a single game for them in preseason, right? I think if anybody has read the reports, he hasn't played a single game for them in preseason, right? He doesn't want to get injured. He wants to pass the medical. His heart is set on Chelsea. That being the case, I'm not too worried, bro. I'm really not too worried. I think Hato's going to get across the line. I think Xavi Simons is a bit more complicated. But I'm not upset about Xavi Simons, bro. Rumors ain't going away. Listen, man, with the Garnacho stuff, we will talk about it in a bit, bro. With the Garnacho stuff, we will talk about it in a bit, man. 100% they both get done. See, that's what I personally think. I think that they both get done, which is why I'm not too worried about it. I'm not buying into this fear mongering. I think that they both are probably done. I think with the Simmons deal, we are, we're waiting. We're waiting. We're trying to finalize these final little, little details, trying to get, close to the price. It's the same thing with Gittins, guys. Do you remember what happened with Gittins, bro? We were legitimately talking about Gittins. Are we gonna pay this price, right? We started with the low ball, the 32, you feel me, the 45, etc., etc. Big up Common Sensei. We're doing we will be on World's channel later at 4. You feel me? So y'all can get ready for that. Ornstein tweeted Hato, I ain't worried about him. Exactly, bro. If we miss on Simons, that's terrible. I agree. I think Xavi Simons, as I've watched more of him, shout out Morning Zombie every time, bro. Morning Zombie does know a bit of ball. Because I was like, again, I didn't know how to speak on Xavi Simons because I haven't watched him, right? So I watched a bit more of like full not comps, because comps are very short. I watched like highlights of what people say are his best games, and I think he has a lot to offer the team. And I think Maresca is trying to play Xavi Simons left 10, Palmer right 10. Bro, that attack could cook against a little low block. You know what I'm saying? You have the left 10, right 10. You have Delap drop Pedro as well up in the 9. You could have a Pedro Neto or a Gittins. And then you have one of the fullbacks, providing the width. Bro, that could cook. That could cook, boys. And we play like a little back 3. That could cook. Trust and believe that could cook. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't worry about Xavi either. There's a tiny doubt just because SD is fumbled before. Logically, though, Xavi gets done. You know what is, Adam, as well with the Xavi thing? The thing that doesn't worry me as well is the fact that we got confirmation that the owners are on it. Usually when the owners are on it, guys, it gets done. You know what I'm saying? Usually when the owners get on it, it gets done. Xavi looked good for the Netherlands whenever I watched them. Yeah, like bro, I'm telling you, wait for ORNY to report in North FAB for now. That's what I'm saying. Because ORNY reported, not saying because Ornstein, he himself reported, let me see if I can find it, right? He reported this. Chelsea closing in on deal to sign Jorrel Hato, agreement yet to be reached, but getting near, compromise expected in the coming days. See, once we get this means that Ornstein feels like he's almost there. You feel me? He's almost there. With the Xavi one, it seems like it's going to be a bit more difficult. There's still ongoing conversations. We have to see, bro. Basically, you're placing Cuckoo from the lineups, and you get the gist of how Maresca wants to use Xavi. 100%. That's exactly it. Like, literally 1 for 1. But just a better potential now than Nkuku, and probably going to be on better wages. That's also the thing with Nkuku that you guys have to remember. One of the reasons why, right? If he was on like Lavia wages, for example, I think Lavia is on like 50K. If he was on those type of wages, we would probably, wouldn't be so desperate to get rid of him. But the fact that he's a squad player on like 200 something wages, bro, too much, man. He's on like 230, 250. It's too much, man. It's too much. I think he's on 220, 225. That's too much, bro. I believe it's slowly for both because we're working on both at the same time. Yeah, man. It's just, yeah, I do think it's a matter. I think Hato, though, we might get the Hato first and then the Xavi Simons. But if we I want them to be done within days of each other so that the announcement from Chelsea, I want them to announce them both, bro. They're Dutch. They're both Dutch, man. Give us the double Dutch announcement. Like, I hope that that the social media team, I hope that that's where they're getting it ready, bro. I need the marketing team to be on job for this double announcement, bro. They need to be on job for this double announcement, man. I need it. But yeah, this has been dragging on for way too long. I can't lie. I really hope that this gets finished sooner rather than later. An attack of Xavi, Cole, Joao versus low blocks. No one is safe. Facts, bro. That's what I'm telling you. But it wouldn't be Xavi on the left. You have to think, bro. I'm telling you, it'd be like Palmer starts in the right, and then you have Xavi as the 10, and then like Gittins or something on the left, right? Then you have the double pivot of Enzo Caicedo. But what ends up happening is when we're in an attacking phase, one of the fullbacks becomes a winger, right? Whether that be Gus or Cucurella, and they hold the width, right? So then you have Gittins or Neto, right, on the right or the left, whichever wing we're gonna target, and then you would have, right, the fullback / winger, Xavi left 10, Palmer right 10, and then the fullback / winger that's gonna be holding the width, and then you have Enzo a bit deeper with Caicedo, which is good because that means Enzo can dictate from deep, right? But he can also, because we have now more attacking people in the front foot, the Enzo late runs into the box, you feel me, is going to be money. The box crashing for Enzo is going to be more money because there's more attackers that the defense has to keep track of. Would be the best announcement this season. That's what I'm saying, Santiago. That's what I'm hoping for, bro. Santiago, that's literally what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that these get done within a couple of days of each other so that the announcement can be one right after the other. If we get the double announcement, bro, that's money. That's money right there. We get the Xavi Hato, here we go by 2030. No, man. Listen, soon. Again, we've heard it's imminent, right? We've heard that from FAB. FAB has been saying, right, it's soon. Jorrel Hato now very close to Chelsea. Here we go, coming soon, right? So I think it's a matter of time, guys. I really do think it's a matter of time. Simons will break them deep blocks. Palmer right wing, right 10 with an RB overlap. Yeah, that Xavi Temba goes left 10 in possession, draw 9, Gittins left wing for 1v1s. That's what I think it's gonna be, Adam. This comment is exactly what I think it's gonna be, by the way. So that's why I'm not too worried. I do think that that's what it's gonna end up gonna be, what it's gonna be. So that's why I'm not too worried. That's why I am not too worried. Osama bin Laden, chill, bro. Chill. We we're doing that. But listen, that's the news on that. I think obviously something else that we gotta talk about, unfortunately for us, bro. Unfortunately for us, hold on, where is it? Where is it, bro? This is something that we gotta talk about, obviously, right? Is this news? So obviously, with the way that the striker market is, I think something that we all have to give credit, right? Double Dutch deal, it's on the way. It's on the way, Phineas. But listen, something that we do have to keep in mind, guys, and I think this is something that we have to what we did. I think I had to give credit for the sporting directors. You feel me? I do. Yeah, the lineup is gonna be dependent on what we're saying in terms of Pedro. No, the comment says it. Just wait. The Garnacho topic is linked to the Jackson topic, so just give it a second, bro. Yo, Kelvin, big up, man. Nice to see you in the chat, bro. So this is what is gonna happen, right? I think we did a very, very good move, scooping up the lap for 30 M's. When you see the amount that some of the strikers are being quoted for in this market in this summer window, 30 M's is an absolute steal. You feel me? 30 M's is an absolute steal. I'm not worried about it whatsoever. I think that it was a great thing, right? And then I think getting Joao Pedro, right, as that versatile 9, more of a link up. In my opinion, the Jackson replacement, the upgrade on the type of striker that Jackson is, I think that's money. I think that that's where we can really do something. I think that that's where we can really put our foot down and say, you know what? You know, put the gun down and say, I think the sporting directors did a good job. I think that they did a good job because now with the striker market depleted, with the way that the dominoes fell, right? Gyökeres is going here. It looks like, you know, Watkins. I think Villa said that they're not trying to let him leave no matter what, which is why Man United has now pivoted to Sesko, right? We have to see. Hey, yo, Dave the Goat. Chill, bro. Hey, yo. I can read Spanish, brother. I know what that says. Yo, relax, bro. Relax. But what I will say, though, is I do think that now in this market, we can probably get 60 M's for Jackson, right? Depending. We could look at potentially Newcastle, right? We could potentially be looking at Villa. We have to just keep our mind open and see what happens with Jackson. But again, if Jackson if Jackson doesn't leave, I don't necessarily hate it. I think Jackson as a third string type of striker, I don't hate it, bro. I really don't hate it. I'll be real with you. You feel me? But if we can move him on and make a profit, let's do it, bro. Let's do it. But we will see, bro. We will see. We will see. Again, I'm not too worried. I don't think it's the end of the world, but we gotta see, bro. I need to make an entrance. Big up. Big up, bro. But all right, so this is the news on Nicolas Jackson. But of course, the Nicolas Jackson news does not come alone, right? The Nicolas Jackson news is not here by itself. We have to keep in mind that the Nicolas Jackson news also has to do with Garnacho, bro. So we have to keep that in mind, right? We have to keep that in mind. Chelsea want both Garnacho and Simons. There's a concrete possibility that Chelsea sign both. For Garnacho, it is something for later in the window, as well as, right? There's some movement with Newcastle and Manchester United. So we have to keep that in mind. Yo, Marty, big up, new subscriber. Hey, Marty, big up, bro. W's in the chat. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate all the subs. So this is what I'm saying, by the way. Yeah, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. But what I will say is I think this is what's going to happen, all right? So hear me out. I think we also got the news. I wonder, did Pies post that, by the way? I think there was news, right, that we value Jackson at 80 million pounds, right? And because we value Jackson at 80 million pounds, we need to keep in mind that because we value Jackson at 80 million pounds and we only value Garnacho at 30 million, right? We're not going to do a deal unless it is in our favor. So if the deal isn't what we're looking for, then we're not necessarily we're not necessarily, you know, stressed on getting Garnacho. It's not like he's a must-have. You know what I'm saying? We only want to get Garnacho if the price is right. Unfortunately, they didn't. They didn't. So let me find the exact quote. Also, this came out, by the way, also today, you know, a couple hours ago. Right? Are on it for both Hato and Simons. So we also need to keep that in mind because that came out a couple hours ago. I'm just trying to find it. We value Jackson at 80 and Broya at 25. Yep. So I need to find the exact numbers because I think the exact numbers are, here we go. This is perfect. There you go. This is it. This is the tweet. Okay. So Chelsea's interest in Haaland Garnacho is long standing, but there is one main obstacle in any potential trade. We value Jackson at 80 million and we do not want to pay more than 30 million pounds for Alejandro Garnacho, right? And this, by the way, keep in mind, I put up a tweet earlier, right? That said, yeah, he is 60 M's, which is why I don't want to do it, right? So here's what I think is going to happen, right? Here's what I think is going to happen. In terms of a buy, we're only going to buy Garnacho. We're only going to buy Garnacho. Only. If his value, if they're willing to accept less than 30 million pounds all in. That's including add-ons. That is including add-on, right? So that being the case, I think that the other option is we might try to do the exact same thing that we did for Sancho, right? Loan with an obligation, with a penalty fee if we send them back. That might be an option. I do not think we buy him now. I think this is something that might go to the last week to potentially deadline day. Because in order for us to potentially get the best possible terms out of Manchester United, we wanted to go to the end of the window. This is the same thing that's going to happen as with the Mike Maignan situation. If we are not satisfied, right, with the valuation, or if Manchester United are not willing to play ball with us for the price that we want to get Garnacho at, then we're not doing it. It's dead. It's dead in the water. We're not. It's just that simple, people. We're not doing that. Alone is better. I agree, and that's what I'm saying, Santiago. I think that's Santiago. I think that's what it's gonna be, bro. I do think that what we're looking at is more so of a Sancho type of move, right? Sancho type of move. What I will say though is if we do end up buying him, it'll have to be like we're not buying him for over 30 million pounds all in, add-ons included, which means like the base fee is gonna be 20 to 25, and at that price, I hate Garnacho. I don't want him at this club. It's that simple, bro. I do not want him at this club. I don't care, right? I need this to be very, very clear. I think that on the pitch, he offers absolutely nothing to our club. Zero to our club. What I will say, though, is what the directors are looking at is if we can get Garnacho for 20 to 25 million pounds, you can sell him in a year to a year and a half for easily double that, bro. If you buy him for 20 million, 25 million pounds, you can easily get 50 to 40 million pounds for him, and that's a profit on the books. And you know that they love to do this type of stuff, bro. We did it with Viega. You know, we're doing it with other talent. This for them is something that they're willing to look at. I don't think the loan with obligations on the table, man. You wouldn't want that because of the Sancho deal. But you know what it is, CFC Ed. This is what I'm saying. This is why I think this Garnacho saga is going to heat up in like the last week and a half for the window. If Man United have no other option, nobody else is in for Garnacho. Garnacho only wants the Prem. He only wants London, etc., etc., etc. If that is the case, then what we could be looking at is United feel pressured to accept our terms, whether that be a loan, right? Whether that be the 20 to 25 million base fee, right? Exactly, and that's exactly what it is. They see him as a Joao Félix flip, right? Viega Petrovic playbook. That's what I think. That's what I think it is. I think Garnacho is actually getting underrated. My issue is with Garnacho is that I think we already have Gittins, right? We already have Pedro Neto that can play on the left. Some games we might not even be playing with a left winger if we're asking Cucurella to push up, right? In the same way that Gusto did in the Club World Cup final. What if instead of doing it on the right, we're doing it on the left, right? Let's say that the other team, they have a really good left back, but the right back and the right center back are weak. We could try to exploit that, right? Have Cucurella play as an almost winger, right? Have Xavi Simons, have Palmer operate in those areas and attack them that way. And if we do that, then Cucurella essentially we play back three and Cucurella becomes that winger / left wing back. And if that's the case, we don't even need Garnacho, right? This is what my whole point is. In terms of what he provides to the squad, I think it's little to nothing. Like maybe like the early stages of the FA Cup, etc., pity minutes. I don't think that he gets game time, bro. I don't think that he's an out and out starter. And I don't think that the club see him that either because we're not paying 30 million pounds for an out-and-out starter, right? Garnacho is not that. That's why we're not willing to pay 60. We're not willing to do all this stuff. We're valuing him maximum, all in, add-ons included, 30 million pounds, right? We're going to wait until the last possible minute. And again, if another club offers 40 million, 50 million for Garnacho and he goes to United, we personally won't care because we only see it as a financial opportunity. If the price is not right, then we're not doing it. Quenda's a year away. Worst case, we sell Garnacho for profit and then Quenda versus Gittins become the left wing. That's what I'm saying, bro. Exactly. He would be our third choice left winger. You could even say lower because it would be Gittins, Neto, and then you could potentially have Xavi Simons on the left if that's how you want to run it. It's like too many variables where he just does not work. He just does not work. But again, like I said, I do not want him. I'd rather we were just not in for him at all because I don't want to help United at all. Even for 20-25 million, I'd rather not, bro. From the summer, his wages are low enough to not be a risk to any other team. But that's what I think it is, CFC Ed. That's exactly what I think it is. And I think that's why I think for 30 million pounds, the reason why that is the number, why we don't want to pay any more than that, is because 30 million pounds, we can nearly guarantee that that's a profit. Stebao isn't a left winger, bro. He's more he wants to be a 10, but he's played the majority of his career on the right wing. I can see Garnacho pouting over no game time. And listen, he could be pissed over no game time, but bro, you're not starting. We didn't. If he actually comes through to this club, it'll be two ways. Like I said, it'll be for less than 30 million pounds all in, or it'll be with the loan with an obligation. And if that is the case, you are not getting paid, bro. Like you are not getting paid starting wages, right? We didn't pay the amount of money for you to be a starter either. And you're coming to this club knowing that you are not guaranteed the starting position. Like he's just not guaranteed the starting position. So I don't know what to say. No, I really do despise his brother. So I think that for me personally, that's a safe thing to say. You feel me? That is a safe thing to say. Want him, I honestly don't care if he comes anymore. We are padded and tagged to not worry. That's what I'm saying. And he's not going to be a starter, which is why like I can understand the rationale of maybe making him a starter. I don't love the idea. I'm not in love with it. I'm not very happy, but it is what it is, brother. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of the point where I'm at with this whole Garnacho saga, with this whole Garnacho, this is that. That's the point where I'm at, bro. Watch Garnacho whining on, let's get Ornstein Bomba. Ornstein Bomba. Ornstein Bomba. Ornstein. ORNY. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. ORNY. Let's go. Let's go. Woo! Let's go, ORNY! 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 Let's go, boys! Woo! I'm sending out the link! I'm sending out the link! I'm sending out the link right now, boys! ORNY! ORNY! Woo! We did it! It's ORNY. Let's go, baby. Believe in ORNY. W's in the chat. I want to see the chat right up there. W's. I need to see the W's in the chat. It's ORNY. Oh my God, boys. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm sending out the link. I'm sending out the link. Bro, all right, hold up. W's! Fabrizio L! Fabrizio tapping once again! Let's go! The FAB tapping! Oh my God! One more time, ORNY! CNAC W super chat, bro! Oh my God! I told y'all! RSM on stream BOMBA! Exactly, J Show! Exactly! Bro, that came out of nowhere! Ornstein from the top, bro! Marco with another super chat. W for the super chat. L on the message. Bro, double Dutch. The tap-in merchant. Fabrizio has to hold bench. Exactly, Jojo. Fabrizio, you're not him anymore. Fabrizio, you need to pack it up, brother. ORNY. Oh my God, you're right. I need to change the title. You're absolutely right. I need to change the title, bro. You're absolutely right. I need to change the title. You're not wrong about that. You're absolutely correct about that, bro. I'm changing it right now. Thank you. Yeah, listen. Leave likes, people. Leave likes. We got the ORNY BOMBA live on RSM TV. I was live when it happened. Wait, big up what happened? ORNY BOMBA. The Hato is done. That's it. We're good, bro. We're absolute money at the moment, bro. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. Hato, hold up. I need all kinds. Hato. Here we go. ORNY, BOMBA, FAB, MUDDED. There you go. I put Hato, here we go. ORNY, BOMBA, FAB, MUDDED. That's the new title of the stream, baby. That's the new title of the stream, man. Yeah, man. FAB tapping, bro. I'm telling you. FAB tapping. FAB in the mud. FAB in the absolute mud. Fabrizio Romano in the mud. Come on, give it to me, FAB. Pause. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Breaking Jorrel Hato to Chelsea. Here we go. Deal in place with Ajax for fee in excess of 40 million euros. Hato will sign long-term deal at Chelsea as he only wanted to join Chelsea this summer. Medical and travel set to be booked for the talented defender. FAB once again late to the news. Ornstein W. Joey, what is good? We did it, bro.
I was about to say, I'm backstage, bro. What's good here, son?
Here we go, man. Here we go. Here we go. Bro, I had a feeling. I had a feeling today was the day, man.
Yo, you want to know something funny, bro? RSM?
What's up, brother? Talk to me.
I went to the office, right? Just because, like, they were giving free pizza out and shit. So I was like, fuck it, I'm at goal. I'm just going to take my slingshot out, right? And then I, like, had this feeling like, bro, like, if I don't get back, something's about to happen. Son, like, if I don't get back to get back home, something's going to happen. I opened the door.
Marco, bro. Marco going crazy with the super chats.
Notification. I'm like, ooh. And then I click on it. Here we are.
Here we go.
And we again and again. You've been waiting for this dopamine, though. Like, that's you. Like,
I needed this. Bro. I've been waiting for this. Bro, I delayed my stream because I was like, bro, it has to happen. Surely today. I'm like, you know what? Forget it. It's been a week. I'm going to do it today. Surely it has to happen. Finally, it's done, bro. Finally, it's done. And the good thing, too, is now full attention can be put on Xavi Simons. I expect that to be done very soon as well. Bro, I'm just very, very happy, man. Like, we're getting Cucurella contract extensions, and now Cucurella can celebrate because his contract is getting extended, and he finally has backup. I know Cucurella is also celebrating at this moment in time. He can rest. He can put down the gun, bro. Oh, man. No, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. This is great news, man. This is great news.
I told you guys, though, like, this shit wasn't something to, like, really worry about, though. No, I told you guys that shit wasn't something to worry about. Like, and even Xavi Simons guys, like, don't worry about that shit, bro.
Don't worry about that. I'm not worried about it, bro. I'm not worried about it. But you know what it is, too? Yo, big up morning, zombie. Oh, man.
How you guys doing?
It's all good. It's all good, man. I'm celebrating. You know what it is, too, by the way? You know what's hilarious, by the way? FAB is in the mud, by the way. FAB absolutely dunked on by Ornstein once again. FAB is washed. FAB is absolutely done out here. Yo, big up Lucas. Lucas, am I wrong? FAB is mudded, bro. FAB is in the mud, man. He's finished.
RSM, we literally called it that's going to happen tonight. And it came quicker. That's the W in my eyes.
Yep.
Now we can go for Xavi Simons.
Yep. Now all the attention can be on Xavi, bro. Get that done. Get that through the door. And then we can have the double. And I want the double announcement video. I need the double Dutch announcement video, bro. It'll feed families, man.
How's it going, RSM?
What's good, Lucas? Yo, I'm excited, bro. Where's the link? Oh, I'll send it to you, Jimmy. I'll send it to you, Jimmy. Say less, man. I'll put it in here. I'll put it in the group chat that you have. There you go, Jimmy. Check the chat. Nah, man, I'm happy, bro. I'm happy. I think this is not only is this a much needed backup, this is quality depth, bro. This kid is gonna be very, very good in the future, bro. I'm telling you. Yo, Exo, big up, bro. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, this is good news for me, man. I'm nothing but happy and I'm nothing but excited for this, bro. I really am.
Dopamine, bro? Did you get your dopamine?
Yeah, bro, of course I got that. Bro, you should see me on stream, man. I started yelling.
That's the first thing I said, bro. It's the first thing I said.
I've been waiting for it, bro. I've been waiting for it. I had the needle ready, bro. I had the needle ready, man. I had the needle ready, bro. Oh my God. But by the way, once again, proving that FAB is officially washed. Ornstein breaks the news like a minute before him once again. FAB tapping in. Crazy. Yo, Winter Surfer, big up, man. How's it going, bro? Yo, Jimmy, big up, bro.
What up?
What up? What up? What up? Here we goes, bro. Here we goes. That's what's up, man. We live in large,
Let me
man.
go get some tips, bro. I'll be right back. Let me go get some
Go
tips.
ahead.
Yeah, I just saw that shit. I was.
It happened live, man. Ornstein dropped the dagger. Love to see it, man.
So now it's just time for it's time for motherfucking Xavi Simons.
Xavi Simons next, man. I'm telling you, the double announcement video, bro. It'll feed families.
Yeah, that'd be sick. If they
Yo, TKL, big up, man. Big up, TKL. Yo, big
Fuck
up.
you.
Big
Honestly,
up,
fuck
man.
you.
Yeah, big up, bro. Here we goes, man.
Yeah, man. I was watching playback and Pies was bitching. 30 minutes later, it was the here we go. Pies was saying, no, we're not going to get him. We're not going to get him.
Bro.
Yeah, well, yo, let Pies. Yo, Unk is here. Can you just give us the wording? Can you give us the wording? Estrogen energy. That's what we keep on hearing from this guy, bro. Estrogen.
Bro,
fucking
oh my
energy.
God, man.
And Alex
Like,
Goldberg was telling him to
I
calm
know
down.
it's
It's gonna
point
happen.
and everything. That's why I just want to make sure that Jimmy gets props for it. But he is the definition of estrogen energy, son.
Oh, 100%, bro.
Like
100%,
there's no
bro.
doubt.
It seemed like Chelsea stood their ground because it's 40 million euros. They stood their ground.
Well, yeah, Ajax really had to because they've already spent a good amount of money.
Yeah, bro, they were under pressure, bro. They were absolutely under pressure, man.
Well, they were spending that money, bro. Like they were already spending that money. Like they spent money on Oscar Gloop. They spent.
Yo, big up, RK fella. I did. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I took it out.
They needed to make that
exclusive news. I'm telling you, bro.
It was very clear to them. Now, just get Xavi done. Close this fucking window up and sell Nico Jackson.
Yep.
No, we might not
Big
even
up,
close
everyone.
this window. We're going for a centre back, it looks like.
Hopefully, bro. We'll see,
Big up,
man.
Jimmy. Big up, Joey.
Yo, big up, man.
I think
we'll
go for way like later in the window because of the 20%. We'll probably make like 2 last signings at the end of the window.
Yo, big up, Andrew.
It's gone natural.
Hello.
This is good, man. This is good. I think I said before, this is quality depth. I'm excited for this. This is exactly what the squad needed. A talented kid,
bro.
Decent price. I'm not upset about it. Let's get it done, bro.
I'm glad we got that done first because that was the most important one.
that one was more important, I would say.
The succession plan for Cucurella when he sold in 3 years' time when he hits 30. So,
of course, yeah.
He has a lot of time to develop on the Cucurella.
It's all nice. We haven't had a transfer since before the club since Pedro. So it's all good. Pedro.
Yo, big up, man.
Yeah, substitute for when Barcelona come in for Cucurella in a few
But listen,
years.
Cucurella getting the contract extension though, so they're gonna have to pay a pretty penny, bro.
Tell him to come home.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. It's just a success. If Hato does well, it's just a succession plan. Do you know what I mean?
That's actually a good comment from Chris Pursuit. Samuel Smith got sold today, and then Hato got brought today, like same day.
No, because what will happen is if that ginger kid does well at Strasbourg, he'll be back up for Hato in like a few years.
I was just on Lewis stream and Daniel said they're gonna pay the money. Come on, Jimmy, you know they're gonna pay the money. Wrong.
Yeah, I told you they stood their ground because they had no other choice. They had no other choice.
Is Lewis still live or they already closed it?
No, they closed.
He's going live now.
I was about to say.
Yeah, he's going live now. Yeah.
He's going live now, probably.
Yeah, he's on his timer.
Whatever he had planned, he's gonna have to cancel that.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy. He literally ended stream. I think like what, an hour, 50 minutes ago? Like not even an hour. I was about to say an hour, not even an hour ago.
People were complaining, bro, and the bomber just dropped.
I was on there when I came back up. It was ended, and then I'm like, "What the fuck? I'm gonna watch. I need some Chelsea content." And I hit my live button.
Yeah, man.
RSM came up first, and I clicked on it.
Yes, sir. And then listen, then we got the here we go.
Yeah.
Ben Jacobs was like, "It's gonna take 24 hours or 48 hours, bro."
And I'm like, oh shit, we got Hato. That's why I said, send me the link, yo.
Say the link, yeah, man. No, I'm happy. I'm happy. This was a smart, a good buy for a good price. I'm not upset about it. Listen, man, I'm happy, bro.
Price. It's a great price. Not even a good
price.
Price.
I think we're gonna sign Gerhi for the same price.
That'd be even better, man.
Yeah,
I wonder. I feel like there has to be a sale for that to happen. No,
I was about to say
that. The Sassy, bro. He needs to go.
If Disasi leaves, no?
Yeah, he needs to go.
Yeah, but even if Disasi leaves, you still need somebody, bro.
Oh, who else would it be though? That I don't know. Batty Shield? He's injured, no?
Because you got Chalaba, you got Fofana.
We need a right centre back.
It's gonna be Trev, bro. They're not gonna sell Unk, son.
No, they're not selling Unk. They're not selling Unk, bro. They're not selling Unk,
bro. They're not selling Unk, man. Tossin does not need to go,
bro.
No, man.
Keep them, bro. You don't need to sell them.
We want Trev. I don't want them to get a center back. I want them.
Me either.
Keep it.
I'd rather keep her, yeah.
I'm good on Gehi, bro. I'm good. I'm good.
I don't mind Gehi.
The thing is, I think our defense is already really, really good. Again, third best defense in the league.
It's
right?
It's underrated, bro.
That's what it is. Underrated. Give this defense a top keeper, and it'll go up another level, bro. I'm telling you, it's that simple.
I'm gonna tell you when it's gonna go up another level when these dudes start finishing chances.
Yeah,
we up 2-0, 3-1. And all that, when our goal difference is plus 25, plus 30, nobody ain't gonna care that. You let in 41 goals. Yeah, we let in 40 goals. Big deal. We scored 80.
Yeah, bro.
We scored 90. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta finish our chance.
And then when we lead, we can just bring in the youngsters as well.
That's what it comes down to me.
Yeah, bro. Just win by 3-0 and just bring on Santos and all of them to just lock up the game, bro.
Agreed, bro.
You don't need to be tracing games.
I just StreamYard. StreamYard not showing me none of this shit. What's going on?
Just feels there's room for improvement in the defense.
Yeah, man. All
right. I'll see you guys in a bit.
All right, take care, bro. Yeah, man. What are you saying, Lucas?
Sorry, I mean, I'm kind of sick today, so you gotta bear with me. But
it's all good.
No, I would actually feel like the center back. They're probably never gonna do this, RSM, but like I would give more opportunities to Achampong. Like I think he's one of those guys that can fit the system at that right center back spot perfectly. They're never gonna do it, right? Because he's not experienced enough. I think.
I was just about to message you, like
I just think the athleticism that he provides, the 1v1 defending, I think he's excellent. At his age, and I would really love to see him like play more this season. Again, I think he might go out on loan, but and again, I think we might go in for Guehi for the center back position, but I would love to see him give more opportunities to Achampong, that right center back position. So
you got somebody backstage, I think.
Who there? Here you go. What up, man?
Yo, what's up?
Fab on Donnarumma. Yeah, I saw Fab said that Chelsea and United aren't in for Donnarumma.
Yeah, I saw that United was in. So that was some bullshit, huh?
Yeah, that's just it was probably agent talk, bro. That's what it is.
United prioritizing Benjamin Sesko as striker. If one better if. Good. We got the Kukurea back up.
Yeah. Kukurea contract extension. It's all looking good, man. It's looking good.
I was watching a few videos, RSM, of like people that actually have watched Hato. Like I've never personally watched him, but people that have actually watched him, and these are like eye test guys. These aren't like stat guys. These are like guys that actually watch the guys play.
Yep.
And like the various comparisons. Some were comparing him more like as like a left back. So one guy said Reece James. The other guy was again left-sided, of course, but like there were a lot of like positive things to say about this guy. Okay, these are not stat guys; these are guys that literally just watch players and see, okay, these are the qualities that this guy has, and these guys were high on him. Like they were like, this guy is actually quality. Yeah, and so I mean, hey man, if
what I've read,
actually rate him, then I'm all for it. Again, I've always advocated for more athleticism in the back line. You know, like I wanted Mbappe because of the pace, because of the athleticism, how fluid he is, you know, the agility, and he can kind of dribble as well. And I think Hato will probably provide that for us.
Yeah.
So I think this is a solid signing. You know?
I agree.
From what I've read, he's a better left back than a centre back at the moment. So
I mean, he's very young.
But I think the way we play,
that's why I said at the moment.
The way we play, right? I was actually talking to Ahmed about this yesterday. I think he could actually play with Caldwell if you really think about it, logically. Like the way that Cucurella likes to, you know, push up forward, you know, as almost like a winger. I think he could play in a back three with Caldwell and then Reece James. So it'd be like Caldwell in the middle, Hato on the left side, and then Reece James as like the right-sided center back. You know,
I think I agree. Yeah, I agree. I was saying like next season, especially we kind of repeat what we were doing in that the Club World Cup final, right? Where we have one of the fullbacks providing the width as a winger almost, and we play with the 210s. I think Hato could do that really well, bro. He has really long strides, bro. He can run low key.
Yeah, he's only 19, so.
Yep. So also, I think Ornstein also, I think Ornstein kind of gave a clue to how we got it done too. There's a sell-on clause.
Yeah, there's a sell-on clause.
It's when they say excess, it's probably just like 45 million euros instead of 40 million, something like that. Probably what it is. There was a thing out today that they were holding out for. They wanted 60, but they're never going to get that. So they were holding out.
No way.
They're holding out from anything from 45 to 50. So it's probably just that.
Yeah.
Probably something like a 20-25% sell-on clause.
I think this season we're going to see less inverted fullbacks, Arsene. I think it's going to be primarily like the midfielders are going to play in midfield, right? And if we do bring in Xavi Simons, like he's going to play with more 210s, you know, and then he's going to have like a fullback on either side pushing in.
The sell-on clauses are a good way to get the deal through. That's what it is, bro.
Neto on the right side, you have Cucurella on the left side. If Giddens on the left side, then you're going to have, you know, Gusto. Probably not James. I don't think James will ever. I don't think he'll ever overlap again, unfortunately.
No.
But he'll be on the right side.
James is done overlapping his hamstring.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're just never gonna risk it again, bro. That's what it is.
He's not built for it.
You might see it.
I keep telling people he's not built for it. And when I say like he's not built for it, he physically, genetically cannot change his body to do that. When people say, "Oh, he needs to slim down or something," he physically, genetically, he cannot do that. His body won't allow him to.
The way that his muscles are built, he can't handle it for 90 minutes. That's what it is.
His body won't allow him to be a skinny type like a Trent Alexander-Arnold or something like that. He just physically, genetically,
he will not be able to play football.
He physically cannot get that.
But the other side of the coin is because he's not skinny like Trent, he's a lot better defensively than Trent.
Right, but the thing is, he can't do the offset of that is that he cannot do that up and down because the way he's built like a tank. He's built like he's built like an old school right back before this obsession with right backs overlapping came into
the attacking right back.
He's built like Ivanovic, so to speak. When Ivanovic was right back, but he was just like a tank, and occasionally he overlaps.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think. We'll see tonight or midnight. Hopefully tonight, man. That'd be crazy.
With your main threat as being fullbacks, he physically cannot do it. He's not built for it. Have you seen his dad and his sister? The family's not built to be that way. It cannot be that way. And so that's why look at the difference with Gusto. Obviously he's not as good as Reece delivering, but look at Gusto's physique compared to Reece's physique. It's Gusto's a lot.
He's more wiry. He's wiry. Yeah, that's what it is.
More wiry. He's more wiry in that. Even Josh Ashton.
What Gusto is he was a fairy. Yeah. He was a fairy. Yeah.
Another positive about Hato too is that this brother's tall, so that adds a bit more height to the back line.
He's only 19. He's about 6 feet tall.
Yeah, that's good, bro. That's good. That's what I'm saying. Adds more height to the back line. Not saying maybe hopefully we can teach him to be a threat on set pieces too.
I don't like this, you didn't see Pythagoras and Boots breakdown of him?
No, I did, but I think he said that like he definitely gets his head on the ball, but his where he aims it isn't necessarily always the best.
Yeah, I watched his
I don't
breakdown.
like these. I don't like these up to date Chelsea kit pictures without the club world badge. FAB has let himself down.
That's true.
Yeah. Who the fuck is your graphics person?
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, Andrew, we gotta go in his reply and say stop using last month's kit is not this month's kit.
Yeah, it's not.
We're world champions.
But the thing with heading the ball, it's all about timing.
I'm about to take that same picture and put the badge on it. Hold up.
Exactly. I don't like it. It's not nice.
But continuity, the thing with heading the ball away, it's all about timing, bro. It has nothing to do with like height. You see Thiago Silva, 6 feet tall, man. Like he's one of the best headers of the ball I've ever seen from a center back. Bro, it's like it's all about timing. It doesn't have to do with like height, anything like that. It's all about timing.
Cannavaro was 4'9", so you know.
Yeah, he's pretty small.
Yeah. So,
we'll do that, Jojo. We'll do that, Jojo.
He has a cross on him.
Yes.
See, I was looking at I'm not going to give this account publicity because it doesn't need it, but I was looking at this account that no, it's not it, that they were comparing like Kirkes to Cucurella, and like Kirkes like had like, and it wasn't like deep, it wasn't like you know the green versus the red bit and stuff like that, and it's like if you looked at it without looking at the numbers, you would have thought Kirkes outplayed Cucurella, but it's like the difference is like 0.1. Like 0.2 or something, and the ones Kirkes' green is like passing forward and crosses into the box, and you have to look at yourself and go, Cucurella's not asked to do that. No, Cucurella is not asked to do that. That's not part of his game. He's not asked to be a creator like that. So he's
we already have enough.
And the fact that he's only 0.1 or 0.5 down from Kirkes really says something. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's not a big difference. And it's like Hato probably I'm let's face, I'm going to be totally honest with you, and I don't watch Ajax games. I just don't. I can't be bothered. You know, so don't ask me what he does and stuff like that. I just read off reports and stuff. You know, so I don't think he'll be asked to do that. I think, like you said, it'll be a more defensive.
Agreed,
side.
Adam. Agreed.
It's a part of evolution in the game. He's 19, so.
You know why I think he's going to be more of a center back? This is just my opinion, Andrew. You see that Fab literally said he's our main center back target. Like, I don't know if there's something in that, but he said he's our main center back target. He didn't say left back. He said he's our main center back target.
I don't know if it's just And
you know how Caldwell is not great at defending wide areas because he doesn't have like the pace and like stuff like that. Like he's not the fastest. Yeah. I just feel like they're trying to push Caldwell centrally, and then they're gonna have Hato defend the wide areas. Because if you remember, like a lot of the times they struggle defending the wide areas. I think maybe they're pushing.
I don't know. I don't know if the problem is with that theory is that
they're not benching.
Cole doesn't have to do the central bit when he's got like a Caicedo and an Enzo and a Lavia and a Santos doing that. I mean, the centre backs don't have to be far and wide apart, split, but it's not a preference
to play like three at the back.
It's not a preference to have that. If you notice that, sometimes you're probably going to see it at Liverpool this season because the midfield's probably going to be overrun a lot. In my opinion, it was like. You're gonna probably see Van Dijk.
It's definitely dead, but I'll take Hato, man. I'll take Hato. I'll take Hato. Somebody needs to save my boy Incapié, though. I ain't gonna lie. See, like somebody needs to save my guy.
But Hato. Listen, it's a good deal. It's a succession plan if he works out.
Exactly.
It's an 8-year gap between Cucurella. Cucurella has built up a lot of miles in those legs for the last 18 months. So
a lot of minutes.
A lot of minutes. I'm sure we were all even during the Club World Cup, we were all
please God, no,
if he went in for any tackles or anything was done to him or something like that, we were picked up a yellow card or something like that. Who's gonna come in? But it's good. It's a good.
If it's an HD, we're massive, bro. We're massive, man. Yo, big up Curtis, bro. Big up James.
I think that's just more of a payment structure and something like that. You know what I mean? It's stuff like that. I don't think the Sesko deal will complicate it much if he goes out. I think it's just a fair deal they're trying to work out with that.
I think it'll get done. It'll get done. It'll 100% get done. And I think for me, this is.
Well, I've put marked a lot of people saying it's already done if it hasn't been done. So they'll be getting a lot of receipts.
You got the receipts ready.
I'll send them all to Jimmy to do his receipt.
The receipt stream.
If it doesn't happen, I've got all the aggregators and the ITKs, especially one that we know that's popped up recently. So
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, that'll be done. But I'm sure that'll be fine. And then the dreaded Garnacho one, which will,
brother.
Yeah.
But what I will say though, is that this is something that I think we all hope to see maybe a bit sooner, but this is the way that the model is going to work in the future, right? We have a top player in the world in his position, and we bring in a successor, right? Very talented at a young age, can learn from, in my opinion, the best left back, if not one of the best, right? In the entire world, learning from him, week in, week out, in practice, in games, seeing what he does. I mean, this is a great environment for Hato to walk into, right? Because he's not a starter, but he's learning from for me, the best left back in the world. So it's great, man.
I think he is.
He signed a 7-year deal, so he's in no rush to be a starter.
Exactly, Jimmy. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So it's good though. It makes sense though.
When we do sell Cucurella in like 2 or 3 years, when he's like 29, 30, this guy will still have 4 years left in his contract. So it will still be like we won't even need to discuss the. I mean, we do anyway extend them, but if they do well, but even if we haven't extended this guy, we'd still be like 1-2 years off for even talking about extension. We'll probably extend it when we sell Cucurella. It'll probably be a double whammy. It'll be like extend it by 3 years, and it'll be something like that. But it's a good plan so far. Obviously, you have to see it in action. Hopefully, he plays a lot of games. Hopefully, we play a lot of games.
Yeah, we have a lot of games. Yeah, listen, man, we're going all the way this season. Late run into the UCL, so late run into the Cup. So he'll get his time, man. He'll get his time.
I still hope we go for a goalkeeper, man. Like, even if it's like towards the end of the window, like I
think there's still a lot of question marks in the goalkeeping market. So I'm just waiting until it gets near the end of the window to worry about that.
Because again, right, you said the Hato thing, right? RSM, Hato, and I think Magnan is exactly the same thing.
For Penders,
Magnan and then Penders, right? They're like 11 years, 10 years apart from each other. So Magnan coming in maybe 2-3 years, and then by the time he's ready, he comes in 22 years old. I think he'll ball out.
Yes, sir.
So the back line again, it's becoming very, very solid right now.
It's a good bro.
Look at bro, there's so much quality in this team, bro. Like, and the more we win, it's just gonna like bring that winning mentality back. And we always complain about experience, but guess what, guys? This is the experience now. Like, these guys are
we built them for
2 years in, right? They've been playing together. Like, this is the experience now. Like, people think experience is like you have to be like 35 years old or something. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
Like, you played a couple seasons together, you're already experienced.
This guy's also played over 100 games already. So
exactly, like Reece James, 21 when he won the Champions League. Like, that's
pretty much.
He's already like experienced. Like, he had already had for me, experience RSM is like when you go through like the difficult games, right? You go through like the journey. You go through like winning competitions, tournaments. That's for me is experience. Being 28 years old doesn't mean anything. You actually have to be in those situations. Winning World Cups, winning Euros, like Donnarumma, by the time he was like 22, like he had so much experience, it was insane, So again, for me, that's what people should look at as far as experience,
Yeah, and this is another thing with Hato, bro. Hato is not an inexperienced kid, bro. He's been captain, he also has minutes under him. So this is a good player, has experience. So I'm not worried about, it's one of those things where it's like, when it's a young player, right, and it's somebody of the level of Cucurella, right, that he's stepping into position, you start worrying, like, okay, is he going to be good enough, right, to fill these shoes, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not as worried with Hato, bro. I'm really not. Like, he doesn't worry me as much.
Bro, that's the same thing that happened with Thiago Silva when he was learning under Maldini. Like, these guys were towards the end of their career. And you had Thiago Silva, who was there for 2 seasons, learning under the 2 best center backs that I've ever seen in my lifetime. And literally the knowledge that he gained from working with those 2 guys was insane.
Of course, I imagine, man.
Caldwell working with Thiago Silva, an icon of the game, right? He picked up a few things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happens when you're playing against these iconic figures, Not saying that Cucurella is in that mold, but he is one of the best. Like, again, people say Nuno Mendes. I think he's an incredible fullback. Don't get me wrong, overlapping, can attack, but on the ball, Nuno Mendes is not that great. Like, people think Nuno Mendes like passing is not that great.
Yeah.
So I think Cucurella passing ability is better. I think maybe Nuno Mendes has better crossing and stuff like that.
I think Nuno Mendes is better going forward, but I think Cucurella is way better overall, bro. I'm so sorry. Like, passer, I've never seen Cucurella get put on his knees the way Nuno Mendes was in that Club World Cup final, bro.
Bro, he doesn't have a bozo moment. Like, Nuno Mendes does have bozo moments. Like, I've seen
that's true. He does.
He has a lot of bozo. People they only watch like the Champions League. They watch a couple games, and you have a good like Donnarumma has a lot of bozo moments, by the way. Like, he has bozo moments.
That's a great point, Cena. That's a great point, bro.
Champions League, but he has bozo moments.
That's a great point.
Because he was such a strong, goalkeeper in that tournament, people forget that this guy does have, errors in him.
Mm-hmm.
I still want him, in comparison to Sanchez, because Sanchez is terrible. Yeah. But
true.
Again, I'm not gonna be excited because of that final, bro. Like, that's a one-off, bro. Like, we can't. I'm gonna watch your watch-alongs with Ahmed in a couple months, and it's
no. I'm under no delusion that Sanchez is good enough for an entire season again. I'm under no delusion. However, like I said, wait until the end of the window with the goalkeeper market, bro. Because again, the Donnarumma contract situation, we're gonna see Magnan really wants to stay at Milan, even if they gave him the captain's armband. There's still a lot in the air, bro. I'm gonna wait and see before I start crashing out.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I don't know.
Yep.
Any more news or?
I think they said that. Hold up. Somebody brought up a quote from Simon Johnson. One of the reasons Chelsea pushed to sign Jorrel Hato is that they see the 8-year age gap to Marco Cucurella as a perfect opportunity for the perfect mentor/mentee relationship.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. There you go, man.
7-year contract I'm reading right now. Ornstein.
Yeah, bro, it's good. No, that's actually hilarious, bro. Cucurella's bozo moments came from his boots. That's true. The Spurs game, bro.
Bro, I'm so happy that he got those bozo moments out of him, because I remember that season under Potter, bro. He was bad.
Bro, that was definitely all the stuff that was going on in his life, man.
He was bad, bro.
He was bad.
And I knew he was a quality player because I had watched him at Brighton. I'm like, bro, this is not the Cucurella that I remember.
Yeah.
And then he joins us, and it was just bad. And then again,
that's why Cucurella's good at passing, bro. Like in La Masia, you gotta learn how to pass, bro. That's step
January, one. When Pochettino was there,
I get it.
He started to really like up his game. So the last 18 months or so, I think he's been
great, bro. Yeah. Ever since Pochettino basically cup tied him, it's been great, man.
Bro, I can't believe you almost sold to United, bro.
So, my God, man. That's the one positive thing Pochettino did was cup tying Cucurella, man.
United, bro. We will be here, man. That's all I'm saying.
Tesco.
Sesko, man. Oh my, that guy's awful, bro.
Yeah.
That guy is terrible. People have no idea how bad this guy is, man.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is.
What I will say about this windows, I think obviously, like you said, like goalkeeper, maybe a couple other, but the signings we have made so far make sense though. I'm not saying we haven't made any so far, any like signings where I'm like, this is nonsensical. I don't see the reason for it, et cetera, et cetera. This has been good. I really can't complain about the signings.
The only reason I want a goalkeeper, Arsene, is because I want a title challenge, bro. Like, I think
I hear it.
bro. We're so freaking close, man. We're just, oh man.
And this is my thing with people being scared of Liverpool. By the way, you only play them twice a season, brother.
You're
not playing Liverpool week in, week out.
Teams need balance. I was talking to Link about this. I'm like, bro, it's on paper, everything looks amazing. I've seen the Galactico sides. I've seen this new Real Madrid side. It's not. You don't win on paper, bro. You actually have to perform.
Yep.
You actually have to go out there and perform. And if
by the way, this whole laugh it up at Newcastle getting rejected. It just means that Isak stays at Newcastle.
Yep.
That's all it means. Just laugh up. Keep laughing. Keep laughing, Liverpool fans, that a Newcastle getting rejected. It just means that you're gonna have to pay for the loan.
That's that's what who was it? That's what Craig Hope said. He said if Newcastle can't get Sesko or a big money striker, they're not letting Isak leave.
Well, who's that? Sesko was the who's after Sesko?
Man United.
Give me a name. Nicolas Jackson's not a big money striker. You know what I mean? In terms of,
he is considered in this market.
He could pay big money, but I don't think they'll,
Sesko prefers Man United anyway, so that might be, Isaac saying.
Yeah,
I think Man United do get Sesko, and I think Nico Jackson goes to Newcastle. Like, I think Isaac does end up going to Liverpool. But again, you look at
that's what I'm saying. I don't think that their defense is crazy. 8.5 window, I hear it. For me, it's an 8 so far. I need to see outgoings.
Which makes no sense whatsoever, which would be the dumbest thing ever. You would either have to change the formation to like a diamond, but then you would have to sell Salah because he can't play in a diamond formation. Or you would have to put Ekitike as a left winger. Again, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like,
it's not good, man.
The balance does not make any sense, bro. Like, I don't watch preseason games, so I don't know what's going on with Liverpool right now, like how they're playing. But it's.
Yeah, I mean, Liverpool fans are starving, bro. They're saying that Real brother is the next big thing, bro.
No, he actually is. I watched Liverpool preseason. Their fullbacks play like left mid, right mid in the midfield. They don't play really overlapping as much. So there's a lot of gaps you can create against Liverpool where you can beat them on the counter or whatever. They're not so scary as people say it is. I think we're closer to beat them than anyone in the Premier League. So
I hear that, bro. That's what I'm saying. I think like from what I've saw, like we have the team to be able to beat anybody, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. That's why I'm not worried. That's why I think signings like this is only better because these type of signings mean that when we do have these kind of big matches, right, whether that be in the Prem or in the UCL or in a cup or whatever, we have quality backup that can win the other, the game that is maybe a bit easier, and then we can have fully rested players for the big game, bro. I like that.
This is what we've always done, bro. Compete in all four fronts, man. This is what we've always done. Like, I don't understand how people are surprised by this. Like, this is what we've
bro, people are saying
done.
Rio is Chancellor Yamal, bro. He did this against Japanese team. Quality, no offense, bro. Like
top center backs, top fullbacks pushing each other. Aspilicueta, then you'd have Ashley Cole as a backup because Aspilicueta was so good that he actually made Ashley Cole become a backup left back. Like, that's what it was, bro. Like, people are just, I think the newer generation, they probably forgot how we used to do it. But this is what we've always done, bro. But we're just doing it in like a higher scale, younger, right? Before we would buy like the proven commodity. Now it's like we're buying potential or elite potential, right? So I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. And I think we can win a couple of trophies this season. Hopefully. Again, hopefully, just get that goalkeeper, man. That's all. The only thing that I'm just like, I just don't trust Sanchez.
Nah, man. I'm telling you right. I'm telling you right now. If Maresca wins the league with Sanchez in net, bro, build him a statue, bro.
Build him a statue.
Build him a statue, bro.
Build him a statue.
Build him a statue.
Build him a statue, bro.
Like, it's that simple.
But the transfers do make sense. Like, we're more fluid tactically, where Maresca can change up games depending on the opponent, which makes us, rest maybe like Palmer or whatever, depending on the formation we use. Sometimes we might use two, on the line wingers like Neto, Gittins, and then we can play 2-10, which is
two
Palmer
inside forwards. Yeah, Palmer and Xavi. Yeah, man.
So that's why I'm happy these transfers make a lot of sense, and hopefully Maresca utilizes them well.
Yep.
One more to go, man. Just one more to go.
That's also something that I'm very happy about, that João Pedro got to immediately have an impact and show his levels in the Club World Cup. Otherwise, I would have had to hear the entire summer this estrogen-filled fan base cry, bitch, and moan how, oh my God, we could have gotten Ekitike. We should have gotten Isak.
Sesko's still there.
Exactly.
None of these people have actually watched Sesko, by the way. That's the funniest part.
No, they haven't.
YouTube clips of this guy, man. I'm telling you, this guy is trash.
Lucas, half of Sesko's YouTube clips are just how high he can jump. It's not even goals.
This guy's a basketball player with a long shot, man. This guy is not that good, bro. I watched this guy.
Yo, Kelvin, big up, man. I'm buzzing, bro.
CR7 a freaking Euros, bro. Like, yes. This guy missed so many 1v1s against the goalkeeper. I'm like, nah, this guy's awful, bro. This guy has no composure in front of goal at all, bro.
Zero. But that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm very happy that João Pedro immediately shut the entire fan base up, so I didn't even have to hear it.
Yeah, man. I'm happy.
Now we should be happy that we got the lap, and then we got João Pedro, so we don't.
Jojo, the top four this summer separated so much from the rest of the league, bro. So much more, bro. It's crazy.
Oh, he's terrible, bro. Like, he's genuinely awful. Like, this is why you have to actually watch the player.
Yeah, I've watched the Bundesliga and I've seen his highlights. His like actual games, 490. He's so bad. Hugo Ekitike is better than him. And
Bro,
he's
if
so
this
much
guy was
younger.
scoring 35 goals in the Bundesliga, I'd be like, okay, maybe there's something there, right? He scored like 13 goals last season, man. He wasn't even the best striker in his own team.
Yeah. Also, by the way, the figures came out. It's 35.5 million pounds plus add-ons for Hato. So the base fee is 35.5. That's great, bro.
I literally said in the group chat. I said in the group chat, it'll be probably 35 plus 5 add-ons.
Yeah, man, that's good, man. That's money. I like that, bro. Because if he hits the add-ons, it means he was worth it. It's that simple.
Yep. Simons will probably be around 50 plus 5 maybe pounds. So it gets closer to 60 million euros. Something around those numbers should make it.
Yeah. Done. Also, I said this earlier too, but Rodgers is signing a new contract, so he's completely off the table, bro. He's not leaving this summer.
Thank the Lord, man. After RSM's live stream where we went through stats, oh my days. Nah, he's so bad. How do people say
did you see what Pies put in about?
What did Pies put, man?
The Pies apparently Sky Sports was saying 35.5 million plus add-ons.
Yeah, I just said them. Yeah, 35.5. That's what we're saying. Like, I think that's a very good fee because if first of all, the base fee is great, and if he hits the add-ons, that means he was worth it. So that's great, bro.
Yeah, it's probably appearances.
It's a market opportunity. He's only 19 years old.
I think it's gonna be Steva, probably Steva, no? Breakout star.
He's like the main player for Netherlands. So you can't go wrong with a player like that, in my opinion. I think he might be one of the best fullbacks in the world in a few years. Like after
for sure.
Gets gone. Yeah.
For sure, man.
But we're cooking, man.
And people don't realize, literally Hato is so fast. He's very strong. Physically, he's going to fit in the Premier League, like, no doubt. And his tackling ability is so good. Like, he's smart. He reads the game well. He actually has very good football IQ. He's similar to Cucurella. He's just more of a different, tactical base on him. Because, Cucurella likes to invert. I think Hato more stays on that width. So he's more defensive, if that makes sense. So, yeah.
Yeah, I hear it, man. I'm very happy, man. I'm very happy with this.
It's crazy, man. Like, you look at the squad, right, RSM? Like, there's so many plays. Like, we haven't even seen them play yet. Like, we have no idea.
Yeah, probably. I would say my least favorite signing, if we sign, is Garnacho. If we get Garnacho, that'll be my least favorite, though. At least I can see Gittins. I think Gittins is just a bit expensive.
I can't tell.
I don't hate the player, though.
It's going to translate into the Prem because of the physicality. He hasn't played in the league, so he's not accustomed to playing against these type of defenders. But it's like some of these guys that haven't even played yet, bro. Like, that's why I can't say we won't win the league. Like, we could. I'm not even joking. If these guys get on a roll, like in the beginning of the season, like the first 15 games or so, like a very strong start, and they have that belief that they can actually go out and,
but this is the thing, Lucas. For me, the reason why we can win the league is how people are like, oh, Liverpool won the league because they have world-class players, right? They have Salah, they have Van Dijk, right? Like Alisson, these world-class. Okay, I think Cucurella's world-class. I think Reece James is world-class. I think Caicedo's world-class. I think Palmer's world-class.
Yeah, for sure.
So if that's the case, why can't we? Why shouldn't we?
I think we're going to go similar to last season. I think we're going to have a very strong impact at the start of the season. And then just because we have more, plays to use and rotate, I think it will make us go over the line to get closer and closer to the end of the season. And,
last season was interesting because we had a good start and then we had a terrible middle and then the ending was great. So if we could just do well in the middle and then, we can get to 80, 85 points and then we'll see, if we can go over that.
Yeah, I think somebody said, like, if we take away that period where we were bad, right? Like those games, we would still be like near top of the table, bro. It was like that one bad period absolutely killed us, bro.
Killed us.
We had to play Pedro Neto as the number 9 with Sank. So.
Yeah,
even the lap, bro. That's what I'm telling you, man. I think
don't believe any of these stories that we need to sell players before we buy them because everyone's
no.
We need it. We'd only sign Hato after selling Vega and
nah, bro. The Nkuku, we have to sell Nkuku to get Xavi Simons.
If the PSR thing says that we could afford to lose,
it was 300 M's.
300,
and that was before we won the Club World Cup. That was before we won the Club World Cup.
Why would we need to sell before we buy? We don't need to do that.
And we've already sold.
Xavi deal was not being held up because of anything to do.
No. Also, a big up CNAC for the super chat who said Lucas said something positive that deserves a super chat.
W super chat, bro.
Yo, yeah, W super chat, man. I appreciate it, CNAC.
Shout out to CNAC, man. No,
but for me, bro, I'm telling you, this is true. As somebody said it in the chat, somebody's like, bro, the way that the top 4 in the Prem are absolutely differentiating themselves from the rest of the Premier League is crazy.
This is the Barclays era.
We're getting back to that, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man.
This is the Barclays era. This is the Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Man United era. Like, again, different teams. But
it switched Man United to Man City.
No.
It switched that.
What I'm saying is from like the 04 to 2013. Those were the big 4 teams, right?
Yeah.
Now we're just replacing United with Man City. you know, like these are the teams that were consistently competing either for the Champions League or the Premier League.
It's closing shop, right? That's what it is. They don't want to be involved in a top 4 race, so it's just distancing themselves, or even in a top 5 race. They want they don't want to be involved in that. They want to be like well, there's such a distance that
they want to be so comfortable in the league. We can really make it. We can make deep cup runs. We can make deep cup runs. That's what it is too.
Last season we had no good cup ties. So.
It's a long season. It's a long season. We got World Cup at the end of it. World Cup at the end of it. So they're just protecting their assets. That's all they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
4 freaking competitions, man.
4.
Time of games.
you know what's hilarious, bro? I saw that United fans, like some of them, started to realize that their season starts earlier because they have to go into the second round.
Yeah, second round of the League Cup.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. They start in August.
Oh shit.
They're looking at which League 2 team they're gonna get in the draw, man.
I still don't think they're gonna do anything. By the way, I think that midfield is so bad, Arsem.
No, it's bro. What do you Ugarte Bruno? That stinks, bro.
That is awful, bro. Like they're forgetting the most important part. Like the team is the midfield, bro. If you really think about it, like you have to. I think that's the smartest thing that the STs do. If I want to give them credit, is
delusion quiz pursuit. This delusion.
Started sorting out the rest of the team, right? So they bought 2, exceptional midfielders, and then they.
I think the midfield is good, but I agree with the defense part,
etc. And then, the other parts they brought in, but they started with the midfield. Yeah. And if you look at all the elite teams that have ever won a Champions League, they've had elite midfields, bro.
Yeah, no, I think, and I said this before the Club World Cup. I think we have top 3, if not the best midfield in the world, and it only got proven in the final for me.
Yeah, we have the best midfield in the world. I think there's no doubt. After that final performance, yeah, we're the best.
That's what I said, bro. I said Caicedo. I said this before. I said Caicedo, Enzo Palmer can chat to any midfield in the world, and people laughed, bro. All right, man.
I remember those,
bro. It's the depth. We have Santos like backing up loud, bro.
Only Barca, and one of those was an own goal, bro. One of those was basically an own goal.
Bro, people have no idea how good Lavia is, bro. Lavia is insane,
bro.
Healthy, man.
I'm telling you, Lavia, when we face these teams that want to press when he's not injured, is a cheat code, bro. He's a cheat code.
Sick, bro. He's probably the most press resistant. He's one of the most press resistant midfielders in the Premier League, bro. You cannot press that guy. You cannot press him, bro. You could try, but it's not gonna happen. So
we can manage his minutes now as we got so much, players in the midfield. I don't think we have to rush on him, at no circumstance to play any games. I think he could just take his time, just like Reece James we saw. He got like a few games, then breaks. I think that's what's gonna look.
And you know what the crazy part? You know what the crazy part too, Morning Zombie and Lucas as well with Lavia is I remember like he got injured. First game back, I think Maresca threw him into Liverpool and he was money. He was so good.
Oh yeah. Also the Liverpool game, yeah, I remember that.
That's how when that happened, I'm like, yeah, this kid is different, bro. He's coming back from injury to play against Liverpool and played like he hasn't been injured.
Bro, it's like
he looks so comfortable.
Out of him, man. It's like remember when Sergio? I'm not comparing them, by the way, but like remember Sergio Busquets? Like he would just get the ball, and it's like you cannot tackle this guy.
No, you can't.
You cannot tackle this guy. Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's unbelievable, man. I love the guy, man.
Bro, it's so funny too because I think he did an interview too where he was like, yeah, I think one of the underrated aspects of my game is like my tackling ability, but Caicedo does so much that I never get to show it off.
Yeah. And he can shoot, by the way, too, bro. Like I saw it at Southampton. He can actually shoot.
I think we're gonna get. I think again, if we end up playing this double 10 system, I think whoever plays that holding midfield role, whether that be Caicedo or Lavia, is gonna get a lot more chances to shoot outside the box, man. Because the double 10s are going to occupy the defense better. Also, Jimmy, you're muted if you're speaking. Yeah, you're still muted.
Oh shit! Yeah,
there
that
you go.
Space, that space it creates.
Yeah, it opens up, bro.
Yeah, it opens up a lot of space.
It
really does.
That's what I think next season we're going to be a lot better going forward against low blocks, which is good. We wanted to see that. Maresca clearly has two different systems, one with the inverted fullback and touchline wingers, and one with double tens, and where one of the fullbacks provides width as a winger. And it's looking good, bro. I can't lie. It's looking good. I got a lot of confidence in him.
I always think our struggles against low block is like really overblown. It's like, I always think, because we create a lot, we're up there for creating the most, like up there as one of the teams that creates a lot of chances. I just don't think we're clinical enough.
No, I remember
if we can get like 20% more clinicalness, then I think it's
the first game where I realized that it was one of the first games of the season against Crystal Palace, when I think Jackson and Madueke had a chance to score a goal to make it 2-1, and they just didn't.
He was on. It was the first half. He was on his right hand side. He dragged it back to his left foot, which is his proper foot.
Yeah,
and he literally had the whole of the other side of the goal to literally just pass it into, and he hit it wide. So that's what I'm talking about. It's like, yeah, you might get less chances, but we can still create chances. That's the main difference. The low block,
agreed.
A low block is like, you know, it's when we're hardly creating chances. I mean, look at the big complaint about Cole Palmer for those 3 months. So he didn't score a lot, obviously, but he was up there for creating how many chances? Like,
I think I saw a stat where it's like Palmer should have had like 6 or 7 more assists than he actually did have, because people just missed so many chances.
Look how many close games you're in. But yeah, but it's like, how many chances? I mean, look at that Man United game where we won 1-0, and was it like the Palmer gave the chance to Madueke like right afterwards? And it's not a Madueke thing, by the way. It's just a coincidence. It's just like we had didn't he give the ball to Madueke like 2 minutes after we scored, and like Madueke was through and goal, and he didn't even get it on target. Yeah, he sliced it wide.
Yeah, I mean, DS Vista says, look, last season we created the second most chances, but we were the 14th team in conversion. Right. Like, that's not good.
It's not good. It's like, that's the whole thing with Chelsea. I just think this low block thing is such a overblown myth. Chelsea.
It was a clinic. It was being clinical. That was the bigger issue.
We're not clinical enough. That's what I mean. We're not.
But that's one thing. Listen, that's one thing that I'll give the directors, is they realized last season a big issue was the front line, and they weren't clinical enough. So we binned almost the entire front line, and we have a completely revamped attack next season.
Yeah, it's about. I mean, I'm not speaking about winning 4-5-0 every day. It's like just turning those.
Oh no.
1-0. It's just turning those 1-0s into 2-1s, or
exactly
something like that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about we have to I'm demanding 120 league goals. I'm not demanding. I'm just like saying, it's unreasonable. I'm just saying, it's like, now there are other options.
I mean, that's the issue that we saw right beginning of the season. It looked like the defense was kind of learning the system, so the defense was coughing up a lot of chances, but the attack was working well. And then second half of the season, it was the reverse. The defense were keeping very clean sheets. We didn't concede more than one, but
I think that was Maresca's tactics, though. I think that was more like he dropped us back a few, because that's where this over thing about Sanchez performing well comes in. It's like, no, we were just a bit more defensive. We dropped a little bit and reduced the attacking shots. I think it's only really he did very well, and I think the Everton game was the one where Sanchez played very well in, but the rest of them were just like normal games, because we dropped. I mean, look at that after that Nottingham Forest game, for example. I mean, I know Chris Wood had a couple of chances, but we just dropped deeper essentially, and just allowed others to have the ball more. That's what we did. But I feel like now, with what you were saying, and I don't know if we'll see it all the time, but the way he's playing with just one natural winger, and having Palmer on that right. I think Palmer plays more on the right than the 10. I really got to say this season. I think because I like you said, I think we'll play another 10, so to speak, like a Xavi or an Enzo in that, when he likes to put Enzo a bit further up or something like that. Do you know what I mean? It's or if
and this is another thing too, is if when we play with those double 10s and the winger / fullback holding the width, that will occupy the defense so much that Enzo can make those late runs even better. Like it'll be even harder to track that. Like that's what I'm saying. Next season, I see the things that Maresca did during the Club World Cup and the way that we played gave me a lot of hope for next season, man. It was really, really good.
Yeah, it was a chance for him to experiment whilst winning. Yep. So it was a double payoff for him. So he was allowed to experiment by winning. I think it's just a matter of choices essentially. He was really stuck. They really stuck him with. They really set him up to fail last season with their recruitment. I don't think they meant to set him up to fail, but it with their recruitment and the way it was.
Not buying a midfielder in January, I think that kind of killed him.
Yeah, I think that
they did him dirty, man.
I think they realize he saved their asses, so to speak.
Oh yeah, bro.
And this is the point of like we didn't need to rush in and make 10 signings or 12 signings like we have done previously and stuff like that. But it was a matter of filling out the squad to where it's competitive, but it's more about quality over quantity.
They definitely backed them this summer. This summer they properly backed them, man.
Yeah, they set up obviously with Esteban and Santos coming in.
Yep.
They knew that was happening, obviously. They've got the Delap deal done quick. Pedro deal was very quick.
Andrew, if you look at the depth from this season in comparison to last season, right? Last season we had 3 wingers because MUDDED was banned. So he had 3 wingers the entire season. Actually 2 wingers. Harry George, like he was, kind of, playing a few games here and there.
Yeah, we have games, and we have that Quenda kid coming too. By the way, don't forget that JJ. We have Quenda on the way.
Because again, ADH came in.
No, bro, and the only 6 we had was Caicedo.
It was him and Enzo. Every single game, every single game doesn't matter.
Which is why people when he, which game was it? I think it was the West Ham or the Wolves game when he like jarred his knee or something like that, and everyone just went, I remember end of the season, bro. End of the season too. End of the season. I remember against Spurs. I think he had like a collision, and he went down, and everybody's like, our season's over. even in the semi-final of the Club World Cup, against
Fluminense.
When he was like he got injured in the second half.
Yeah, and everybody's
you have that collective like that.
But that's why I think we can break 80 points, Andrew, because if you look at the deficiencies we had last season and then the upgrades we've made this season, right? We have Andre Santos, we've got Lavia, and Isugu. So if let's say Caicedo goes down, Isugu, we don't really know how good he is, right?
Well, it's also a point of sort
of quality.
We talk about Cucurella. Well, but we talk about Cucurella having a lot of legs. You've got to say the same for Enzo and Caicedo as well. A lot of miles, and they'll be like. Same. Everyone forgets there's 3 international breaks before
World Cup year
and stuff like that. So these guys will be flying around and stuff like that. And we can say they're in first class and stuff like that, but they won't be getting back to like Thursdays. And I remember we're not fortunate to be playing like Thursday night, Sundays and stuff like that this season. But it's at least it's there for the options to play. Do you know what I mean? It's like. Or like even if we do play a Champions League game on a Wednesday and we can see the opposition that's coming up on a Saturday or Sunday, at least it gives Maresca a chance to go, well, I don't have to if everything goes well, I can start taking these guys off with 60, 65 minutes. Maybe we're a bit more clinical up front. I can shut it down. I can shut it down at 2-0 or something like that. And we can roll on. It's just like last season he really couldn't because we just didn't have the.
This is the first time, Andrew. I think you'll agree with me. Like this is the first time in a long time we actually have proper depth in every single area, right? Because if you remember RSM, like when
Pies is going to Strasbourg. Yeah,
we had a lot of attackers, but in midfield, it was 3 people: Kovacic, Jorginho, and Kante. That's it.
Same, bro.
We had that for like 5 years, bro. We had that for like 5 years. We had no like extra midfielders. That's it. Like, so we didn't.
I mean, it's not the same in terms of quality. But the options, it can't be. It's not unfair. So it's not the same as quality, but in terms of numbers, it's there with 05 to 08 Chelsea midfield in terms of quantity.
Yeah,
not obviously not quality. Yeah, because those guys were proven winners.
Oh yeah, those guys were
winners and world-class players. But in terms of options there, because like we had like Essien, Makelele, Mikel, Ballack, and Lampard who could play any.
It's the first time we have two strikers, like proper strikers,
right? Yeah,
in a long time. If you think about it,
yeah, it's not. That's what I mean. So in terms of quality, they're not there, but quantity they are. So it's just having it there. It's not being worried. Of course, you'd be worried if Caicedo gets injured anyway, because he's just a top quality player. But it's in terms of not having to push him. Because remember, Champions League group stage goes from September to January. It ends in January, the group stage. You know what I mean? You don't want to be, hopefully, I don't really care where we finish in the group stage as long as it's like, even if it's extra playoff games or something like that, it doesn't really matter because PSG were in the playoff things and they freaking won the whole thing. So that doesn't really matter. But it's those two extra games there, League Cup, FA Cup, whatever you want to do with them, that's fine. But it's just all round options that we didn't have in terms of recruitment last year that they are sorting out. It's just everything's going to be. If Sanchez is starting goalkeeper, I just there's always going to be an asterisk. There's always going to be an asterisk on this team because everyone can say he played well at the end of the season in Club World Cup, but. Even in that Club World Cup, he made a couple of mistakes. Still, in the final, even in the final, he made a couple.
Yeah, there
of
was a mistake there, bro. That I was
pushed,
like, no.
He just swatted the ball. He just swatted the ball like that. And even when I know we were 2-3 up, and he felt himself, but he tried to do a little trick on the.
Yeah, he did. That was. I think it was like near the 80th minute. Yeah, I was like, no. It's one of those things where, and I said this to Jimmy literally. I think the semifinal, and I'm like, everybody said. As bad as Sanchez is, it's worse in person. And then I saw him live, and I'm like, you know what, Jimmy? I remember I was sitting next to Jimmy, and I'm like, they were right.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's nothing like it. It's nothing like
there's literally nothing compares. When you see it in person, it's even more ridiculous. Some of the decisions he makes, because you see it from his point of view. Like you see the entire field, and you're like, why would you pass it there?
There, like and
everyone,
why the fuck you put the ball right out of play?
Yeah. Everyone goes
completely out of play.
Everyone goes on about. Everyone goes about. Oh, his kicking was so good and stuff like that. No, it's just that Jackson didn't race after the ball. Do you know what I mean? That's the only thing. It's like now we got like Delap racing after the ball. Oh, it's kicking so good.
That was crazy. I'm telling you right now. That one shot against Donnarumma goes in against 2/3 of the Prem. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. But I'm talking about like Sanchez is kicking. He's just got something there. He's just like run. He's just got a Labrador. You know a Labrador. If you ever owned a Labrador, it's like a golden retriever story like that. They just run and run. They just run. They just don't stop.
I honestly thought Arsene that could have been the last game for him. Like because I was like, nah, man. Like we either win this game or we get killed. Like there's no bro. This might be the end for Sanchez. And then he has like the best performance of a goalkeeper in a fight. I'm like, nah, bro. This guy, we cannot get rid of him, man. Can't get rid of him.
But yo, listen. Shout out to you guys for pulling up. I appreciate it. I got to end stream. I got somewhere to be. But listen, I appreciate y'all for pulling up. I appreciate y'all. Listen, we got the here we go, man. But yeah, man. Have a good one, guys. Take care.
Yeah.
Take care, guys.
Take care. But listen, everybody. Unfortunately, I gotta end the stream here, man. But that is not the end of being able to, see me on stream. This stream right now, is going to redirect you to Carnage Extra. I will be live with Will and other people, and I will finally get to flex that I am the Club World Cup champion because Will has not had a stream since Chelsea became Club World Cup champions. So pull up for that. We will be doing a stream. Right, it's going to redirect you right now. But listen, guys, make sure you hit the like on the way out. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good one. Here we go on the way. Big up the Chels. I hope you have a good one. Take care. Much love. Big up everybody. Big up Morning Zombie. Big up hold up, but I do need to give special shout outs as always to everybody who donated to the channel. Very, very generous. Shout out CNAC. Obviously, thank you for the 2 donations. Shout out Marco for the 3 donations. You guys are absolute legends. I appreciate it. Exactly. Yes. I'm cooking well. Trust, I'm cooking well in his bum club. All right. So bet. I hope you have a good one. Peace out. Take care. I'll see y'all next time. Much love. Up the Chuz, man. Peace.